So my panel is our upcoming book, Power of Community. And I'm going to invite our panelists up. Hey, Tracy.
Hi,
Sandy.
darling. I'm so excited to see all these faces on the screen today.
Yes. But thank you so much for being here. We have one of our co-authors in Australia, right? Narelle is in Australia.
Mhm.
Right. So this is a very special, well, every book is very special. There's, it's like being a mom. You love all of them equally. But this Power of Community book was not planned like I generally plan other books. They're ahead of time. I know when I'm going to release them. I know when I'm going to enroll and share about them. So we went, Sandy and Tracy we're part of a group with Katerina, who was our first speaker. She's our business mentor. And we went on a retreat with her to the Mexican Riviera cruise. And it was amazing. There was 27 of us, and we really connected. It was a time of connection, collaboration, and celebration, the 3 C's for the day: connection, collaboration, and celebration. And we were able to 100% authentically celebrate each one of us and really step into our own greatness and see everyone else's power as well and learn from them. So we saw the power of community. We didn't see it. We experienced it. We've been virtually meeting each other every now and then, meeting each other in person. But the 10 days that we were at sea, that was magical. Even beyond magical, if there's a word that I can't even think right now. And that connected all 27 of us really well. Generally, when you're in a big group that big, there's 1 or 2 people that are just like oddball and not part of the group, right? But each one of us connected to a core level. And some of us said, we need to write a book about it. And that's how Power of Community came up. So I'm going to ask Tracy. Tracy has been in 2 books? 2 books.
No, the Art of Leadership with you.
Art of Leadership book, yes. And The Power of Community, that's the second book.
Yeah.
So Tracy, why don't you share a little bit of what you do and what made you say yes to Power of Community?
It's just a no-brainer, first of all. So yes, my name's Tracy. I am in Santa Cruz, California, and I'm a speaker. I'm a coach for women who want to be bold in their business. And I also have a community of my own called the Gather Community, which is a group of women entrepreneurs who are also teachers, coaches, healers, magnificent women who want to share their messages with the world. And I support them in visibility and promotion and community activities. So everything that you said about the cruise in January, February is absolutely true. And then beyond the cruise, like you said, right, we were so connected that it's almost hard to put into words how we felt and continue to feel. And when the opportunity came for all of us to kind of connect one last time in like a permanent way by doing this book together, and given that with the Gather community is like my middle name at this point, it's the only thing that I focus on every day. How could I say no? It's a dream to be able to collaborate with all of these amazing women on something that's going to be so meaningful.
Yeah. Sandy.
Okay.
Sandy, thank you for being here. And
thank you for inviting me.
Yes. Well, I met Sandy for the very first time on the cruise. She is such an amazing woman. She's in education, And she's just done so much for her community and herself and continues to do so. She's leaving her legacy in that way. And it's just, lack of words beyond, I can't, it's so heartfelt and magical. Sandy, why don't you share a little bit about what you do and why you said yes to the
I'd be
book?
glad to. And not to be redundant, but so much of what Tracy just said is part of my story too. It's all about community. And for 32 years, 32 years ago, I founded a school here in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. And at first it was a private school, and we plugged along. It was a passion of mine. I couldn't have ignored it if I tried. So I just gave in to my passion, and I worked really hard for a long, long time to make it happen. And then charter schools came along back east and rolled west. And when they got west to Arizona, my private school board and myself looked at that and let's see, this maybe is something that can help us or something that can hurt us. So how should we proceed? So I convinced them that we needed to try it out. And we did. We tried out the charter school movement, and enrollment went through the roof. The parents of my private school, my students of my private school, thought that I had given them a huge Christmas gift that year because tuition went away, and we were state and federally funded. And the following year, which was the year 2000, we applied for an application to the state of Arizona and got it. And the rest is history, as they say. And we've grown and grown. We started with 9 students in 1991. We now have over 350 students this year, and about to graduate our 27th class of high school graduates, because we are a preschool through graduating senior school and all the grade levels in between. So I'm very proud of our progress. And it was all about community. I mean, if I had tried to do it alone, I wouldn't even be here today. It's all about sharing what my vision was for the school, and others latching on and loving it and helping me push that boulder up the mountain, because that's what it was. It was hard work, and lots of hard work, but we did it, and we continue to grow. And now I have an amazing new principal that's helped me with the heavy lifting, which is why I got to go on that big, beautiful ship that we were on in February. So, she made the difference to be able to let part of that position of mine go. And she's doing an amazing job now, planning our graduation and getting that going, and a lot of other things at the end of the year that happen at a public school, because that's what we are, as a public school. And
and that's amazing that you learned that you need to hire people and you need to have the right people. And when you have the right people with you,
all
that
been
can
all
really
about
help you grow.
finding the right people and hiring them. That's right.
Yeah. And so we have the other we call each other the Bliss Sisters, because it was the Bliss Retreat, and we're always blissing in each other's company. So a few others that you have heard from, Carolyn Pistoni is one of them. She's part of here, and others that you'll be hearing a little bit later. And we have Elaine Williams, who's going to be with us a little later. Haley Gray is coming up. She's a co-author as well. And then we even have a mayor from Neo Fresno area, Terry Sayre. I always, Tracy, I always wondered what it's like to be friends with a mayor. And now I get to experience
and now
it firsthand.
Mayor Sayre.
Mayor Sayre, yeah, it even rhymes like it was just meant for her.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies, our book is releasing in March 2024. So we're in the process. We just have kicked it off. What are you looking forward to in this one, Tracy? This is your 3rd or 4th book total?
It's my third compilation book that I'm a part of. And, the first one was all about self-care, empowered self-care. And the second one took it from kind of how am I taking care of myself to the art of leadership, the book that I was in with you. So it took it from here to kind of the next step of the outer space, and how I'm not only am I taking care of myself, but leading others around me. And that was, when was that? Was that during the pandemic, or was that pre-pandemic?
Yeah, that was 2021.
21. It's all such a blur, right?
Yeah.
The, you know, the power of community feels like the next logical step to be focusing on, because it's all kind of part of that evolution to, we have to understand ourselves and understand how we're showing up in the world in order to affect the world around us and make change and be, change the world. Honestly, when I started coaching 11 years ago, I didn't know that I wanted to change the world, but it just kind of turned out that way because of realizing that process of helping yourself understand yourself, then understanding others, and then understanding what kind of impact and legacy you can create from that perspective. So, when we're talking about the power of community, when we recognize that we are designed to be, as humans, to be connected to other people, that the solitude and the fear that holds us back is all nonsense. The connections to other people is how we thrive and how the world thrives. So, adding community to kind of my own evolution, which started during the pandemic and has moved along since then. Hi, Haley. Then, it's just the logical next step. And it's also not just logic. It's that ability to feel feelings from being honest with yourself about how you feel and what you care about, and then taking that out and expanding it to the world.
Amazing. Amazing. Haley, let's welcome Haley. She is a co-author as well. And I'm going to give a formal introduction a little bit later for Haley, because she's one of our featured speakers. But Haley, what made you say yes to join the Power of Community book?
Honestly, for me, being a published author, and even though I've done my own book, so a lot of you are going to be like, oh, you've done your own book, so why would you join a anthology or a group book? It is that power of community. So being together multiplies each other. So we all lift each other up, lift each one of us gets more from it. And I think that it's just important to participate and do these types of efforts.
Yeah. And, I think seeing within the common theme, seeing things from different perspective of, several different people really gives a new perspective to the reader as well. Sandy, what are you looking forward to experiencing or gaining from writing your book?
Well, first of all, to tell you, this is my first time. I feel very honored to be with veterans of this anthology process. I've thought about it a lot, and I've had close friends that have said, "You need to write a book," and I go, "Oh, I guess I do." How am I going to find the time to do that? I just said to myself at the time, and it's been said to me many times. So I have an opportunity here, and I so appreciate Seema being ready and willing to take me on, because I'm a newbie to this process. But it sounds amazing, and it sounds absolutely the answer, because to do it on my own, first of all, finding the time would be incredibly difficult. But with a group, now I've got little markers along the way, and I know Seema's gonna clue me in on what those markers are when we're ready. You need to be doing this now. You need to be doing this now. And then I can make the time to get it done. So I won't hold anything up on the other end of things, because that's what I don't want to do. I want to be a part of the positive movement forward to get the book done. So I'm excited about that. And community, it's all about that for me. And if everybody else feels that way, I can't imagine it not working out very, very well.
And you said a key thing, we're creating a movement, really.
Yes.
Through each book, with all these co-authors, we're really creating a movement of change. You know, you can consider yourself the change maker when you're taking steps and creating the life that you want step by step. And that's what I love about it. It's so, when you make the change within you, you're actually making change, having a ripple effect within your own community. And when enough of us does it and enough of us shares about it, it has a bigger ripple effect. And that's what each one of our desire is. And I know that's what your desire is as well. So if we have sparked any what is that word? You know, for a person who writes, I really don't have a lot of words. I use them all in my books.
I'm trying to help you.
You're
What-
looking for inspiration
There we
or
go.
Yes, if it
interest.
inspired you in
or-
any way to look deeper and further into sharing your story, sharing your message, you know, please connect with me. I would love to talk to you and guide you on what is the best possible way. I've shared the link before, the Summit Resources page. I have my calendar link on there. We have 30-minute, absolutely free. And if you've joined the VIP, you get a personalized roadmap for you in the VIP bonuses. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you and joining us at the VIP session where you get to have a more in-depth conversation with these amazing authors and speakers.